Hey guys, my name is Anthony and in today's video I'm going to be doing a track guide here at Portimão. I think that's how you say it. I'm probably butchering the name, but either way, if you like this video, make sure to hit the like button and stick around by subscribing to the channel. So you may see that we're on a completely different game, and that's because this track is on the F1 2020 calendar in real life, but it's not on the F1 2020 game. If you want to see all the tracks that would have been in the original F1 2020 calendar, make sure to click the link at the top right hand side of the screen, and I've got a playlist for all 22 tracks. So getting into this track guide now, we're starting right before the start finish straight, and the reason for that is because the last corner is quite a long way back. You guys will see it once we get through the track anyway, and also I'm not sure where they're going to be doing the DRS because I've not really done that much research into how they're going to be doing the track for this calendar race. So for this one I'm not going to be using DRS at all because again I don't really know where the DRS zones are going to be. So moving on, we pass the start finish line straight now, and coming up to the first corner you're going to be in 8th gear. And then on the right hand side or the left hand side, there's reference points on both sides. On the right hand side you can see the Vodafone sign and the sort of blue sign underneath it. On the left hand side you can see the blue part of the barrier right at the end. That is your reference point for braking. So in 8th gear, as you get towards it, that's when you want to really start light braking, the light brake, and then shift down 3 gears to 5th gear and then really attack this first corner. And then just plant your foot right back down because the air force allows for you to just plant the foot right back down. And then you're going to be in about 7th gear, I believe, coming up to this next corner. And on the right hand side you can see the Portugal sign, the white Portugal sign there. That's your reference point for this braking zone. Once you get into it, 7th gear, you want to brake in a complete straight line down into 3rd gear, and then one more downshift as you're turning in to 2nd gear. And then this next corner now, you want to try and get the traction down as quick as you can. I don't know if it's maybe a setup thing, but I've not been able to do it flat out. I think you can do it flat out if you get the setup right, but I don't really know how to change setups and stuff like that on this game yet because I'm still quite new to it. So for me, what I do is I use maybe roughly 90 to 95% of the throttle, shift up to 4th gear, use 90 to 95% of the throttle, at this curb, run wide if you can, and then this next straight is quite a long one. And then you're going to be in 7th gear coming up to this next braking zone. This braking zone is actually downhill. I went a little bit too far. This braking zone is actually downhill, so you're going to want to be braking a little bit earlier than usual. So in 7th gear, at the curb, when the curb starts to sort of turn in, that's when you want to start braking. Brake down into 3rd gear. So brake down into 3rd gear here. And then make sure to turn in late because the next part is a straight with 2 flat out corners. And then as you're turning into the corner, 2nd gear, plant the foot down as soon as you can, and then you're off. And then this corner here, flat out. This next corner, flat out. And then in 7th gear, as you're just passing that corner, right as you get to the Vodafone sign on the right hand side, light braking into 3rd gear. You want to slowly go into 3rd gear. And try and get the traction down as soon as you can. It is a little bit loose coming out of there sometimes, well for me personally anyway. Then this next corner is completely flat out. This is flat out. And then in 7th gear coming up to this next corner now, the apex is completely blind from this point, so you really want to stay as wide as you can up until you start to see the apex. And then right here as the track starts, as the red and white sort of rumble strip starts to finish off and it goes into the green patch, that's when I start to brake. And then you want to stay out wide, shifting down the gears, so down, down, and then as you start to see the apex come into view right about now, that's when you start turning in 3rd gear, and then try and get the traction down as soon as you can. This next left-hander, flat out, and then you're going to be in 6th gear for the next braking zone. Right after you pass those barriers, right around about here, you want to start braking. I see the white line there. I actually never even noticed that when I was doing my hot lap. But right around about when you see this white line, start braking in 6th gear. And then you want to shift down into 3rd gear. Right over that curb. And then one shift up to 4th. And then right as the rumble strip starts here, light brake, 3rd gear. Try and turn in as late as you can, because you want to get the best exit off of this, because this is the last traction zone of the track. So these next couple of corners are completely flat, and then you're back at the start finish straight. So as I said, there's going to be no DRS in this track guide or the Hotlap, because I don't really know where the DRS is going to be. I don't even know if the track looks like this, or if this is maybe an older version, but this is the track guide for Portimão. So I'm going to show you guys a Hotlap that I managed to get just now, and we're not going to move into any setups or anything like that, because when it comes to Assetto Corsa, I have no idea what I'm doing. So this is the last time you're going to hear me, so if you want to see the Hotlap, you can watch it. That's it from you then. Make sure to hit the like button and stick around if you enjoyed the video and you're new to the channel. I'll see you guys in my next video.